The AI revolution is coming. Some may say that it's already here. Inventions like Midjourney or ChatGPT provide us with an incredible opportunity to increase the collective knowledge of humanity and hopefully take some of the mundane tasks that you hate to do and automate them so that your life becomes easier. Clearly that's the positive view, but the negative side of the coin is that maybe AI is going to take away your job. It's going to take away your livelihood. It might even try to rise up and try to murder you like in the Terminator. We just don't know. I have sat up with existential dread since November when ChatGPT came out and people were touting it as the next big breakthrough in AI, and it is really, really cool. However, there are some pretty terrifying features, especially as a personal trainer. So today I want to talk to you about whether these AI tools will be effective in becoming your own personal trainer or your own strength coach. Basically, I want to answer the question, is AI going to take my job away? So first and foremost, I went to the original ChatGPT, and that's Cleverbot. And guess what? Cleverbot is pretty garbage when it comes to being a personal trainer. I went to the website, created an account, and asked if it could help me lose weight. And it spat out, move more, eat less. The traditional gym bro piece of advice. That's obviously true. If you eat less and you move more, you will lose weight. But weight loss and the process of bettering yourself through a body composition change are so much more nuanced and granular, something that you get with a human being and not so much with a cheap knockoff AI tool. Well, the issue with Cleverbot may be that it doesn't have a fancy anime avatar. So next up we went to Kooky AI, which is one that I hadn't heard of. I typed it in Google and here it is. This may be really attractive to all you weebs out there because of the cute little anime girl, but again, not as helpful as you would think. Once again, I typed in, can you help me lose weight? And I got the same answer. Then I asked, can you be my personal trainer? It was a little bit more informative. It linked me to a couple exercise videos, but overall the answer is no. These types of AI tools are not going to be able to replace a in-person, either brick and mortar or online personal trainer. Awesome, my job is safe, right? Not so fast. We still have to attempt to fight the final boss, ChatGPT. So in my first conversation with ChatGPT, I took a very similar approach to the questions that I asked Cleverbot and Kooky AI. Basically, one-liners. Can you be my personal trainer? Can you help me lose weight? How many days should I work out? And it works decently well as kind of a search engine. If you ask it these one-liner questions, it's going to basically perform a more intelligent Google search for you and spit out answers in a more human way. What is really interesting, and you can already feel the regulations fitting in here, is when you ask it, can you be my personal trainer? It responds with a standardized, as an AI language model, I cannot blah, 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 blah. Makes a lot of sense. The creators of ChatGPT may not want to run into the legalities of being a personal trainer and having their chatbot spit out information that may injure people or may not be the best in terms of nutrition. Totally makes sense. However, as I continued to research for this video, I found that if you become a little bit more sophisticated in your prompts and in your questions with ChatGPT, you are going to get incredible answers. With a little bit of prompting, kind of finagling my way through, telling the chatbot to take on the persona of a personal trainer or an expert dietitian, I'm able to kind of manipulate my prompts to get a more workable solution. I'm getting an entire exercise plan, or at least the bare bones of one. I'm getting a nutrition plan that's giving me specific calorie deficits, a supplement plan that's giving me whey protein, creatine, all of the things that I would recommend to somebody in an initial assessment call. So at this point, I'm starting to shake in my boots because clearly this is a really, really powerful tool. Then I decided to ask it for a little help in my own life. I would like to squat 600 pounds by the end of this year. So I asked it, as a strength coach, how would you get me from 500 pounds to a 600 pound squat in the given time frame? And again, it spits out a bare bones plan, stuff that I think with a little bit of Googling, you could figure out on your own. But if you take it one step further and you ask it to act upon the information that it just gave you, you get a more actionable plan. A full 3 months of training through a hypertrophy phase, a strength phase, and a power phase to work on my squat with reps, sets, load, everything you would need. I honestly could probably take this, cut and paste, and take it into the gym and see incredible results. This is an incredibly powerful tool. As you can see here, it has built me an entire pre-planned mesocycle for how to add weight to my squat. Really, really cool stuff. But also a little bit terrifying because I think that the lay person could approach ChatGPT and with a little bit of prompting and a little bit of finagling with their questions, they could get a great plan that is completely free. The key thing to remember here is that while this is a tool, I do think that having a human element is really what's gonna set me apart as a coach. I understand that if you're a lay person and you may not have the money, ChatGPT is an incredible tool to get you started on the path towards fitness and health. I would recommend that you learn how to use the prompts properly and that you use it as a jumping off point. I will caution that a human being can be more effective as a strength coach. This isn't just coming from a place of bias because I want to continue to make money, but I do think that as you get further and further in your strength and training life, you are going to have different goals that may be a little bit more sophisticated than the answers that you can get from ChatGPT. I cannot see into the future. In 2 to 3 years, it could be able to understand the nuances of human adaptation to weight training, to nutrition. It could be a personal trainer and strength coach all in one, and I will be extinct. But for now, I think that is just a great tool to use if you are starting your fitness journey or if you want something specific, like how I asked it to help me get from 500 pounds to 600 pounds. I think that there is a temptation to become scared of new technology. I am sure that horse and buggy drivers were terrified of the motor car, but we will adapt. I, as a trainer, will adapt, and I am already using ChatGPT to kind of help me as a starting point when I'm writing programs. It is a tool to be used. It is not something to be afraid of just yet. So there you have it, friends. Can ChatGPT be your personal trainer? Maybe. It depends on what your goals are. I still think that having a human being as your coach gives you a little bit more in terms of options. But if you do want to start on your fitness program, check out ChatGPT, learn how to prompt it properly, and get into the gym. You could also try to learn how to program for yourself by clicking on this playlist of videos right here to learn some of the variables that you need to keep track of to make sure that you're getting progress in the gym. Thank you so much for watching. Get strong and stay strong.